and yeah, I just want to cover it for you guys. And we got some by the way, we got some damn cool outfits. Bunny Brawler or Rabbit Raider, it's just expensive. Battle Pass shit's expensive. I don't know. I'll just do some solo games until the stuff actually happens. I'll have the polls close in about 30 minutes. But first results aren't expected for a while. I think Lesko's gonna win. I don't know what time we can expect the call. By the way, my prediction is not my projection. A prediction is I think, for example, I think Debbie Lesko will win tonight. A projection is we have vote in, we see the numbers, and I know for sure Debbie Lesko will win tonight. That's the difference. But if Lesko loses, the Democrats probably have about 95% chance of taking over the House. It'd be impossible for me to see a Republican House at that point. As a Republican win, I just say it depends on margin. I mean, but what makes me think that the Republicans gonna actually just win tonight is that the Democrats are already calling moral victories. But you don't call moral victories if you think you're gonna win. You only call moral victories if you lost, but there's something to be proud of. That? No, I already have one of those. I don't need a boogie. Not that great. Okay. Shit. Somebody's going ham in here. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I need to get some shit. Nothing in here, but I hear him rushing. I'm ready to fight. Ah, couldn't get the shot off. That's what happens when you get rushed early. I'm not good at winning early fights. nothing I really want. This stuff's from Easter. I'm not really in the mode for buying anything. This outfit does look pretty cool though. This Shadow Ops is okay. The Raptor's a cool glider, but I'd have to get some V-Bucks before I bought it. I wouldn't buy it just for the Raptor. Is there a glider in here though? No. Okay. Hopefully this goes better. Minutes until these polls close. We may have something to say when the polls close. It's possible that we will get something when the polls close. Or it's also possible we'll have to wait a frickin' hour after the polls close to have something to say. So, I don't know what I'll use for the projections. I don't want to make my own since I was doing my own mock news channel before I actually had a semi-decent one like this that was actually live. And when Roy Moore was up by a lot in Alabama, I mistakenly projected Roy Moore would win by myself, but Doug Jones won, so. And house races are hard to call because the district's so small that the margin may look good, but the vote count's not that great. Hey, Clay. So that's why I'm going to be extra careful by calling these house races tonight. In a state like Arizona, there's like 4 million, 5 million people. But in the House race, there's only 700,000 people, so it's a smaller sample size, so you can make something wrong with the projection. So there may be a while before I can call somebody, but stay tuned. Maybe somebody goes crazy with a lead. Okay. I can fight off this guy. Get in here. There's nothing in here. Oh god, he has high ground. I'll make him rush me. Hopefully I can find something. Grab somebody else in. Oh, hey. Hope they are. Okay, the circle's not terrible. Okay, great, great. We got shields for fighting. Can hold it down here. Comment who the other viewer is. Arizona, I'm just calling it too close to call, or whatever, I'm just called it, or I'm saying I'm not gonna project it right now. Oh my god, freaking high ground is so dominant, you can't build in time, it's hard. I'm just gonna maybe find a duo partner that's live, playing. As of right now, 0. The vote is 0-0, we have a tie. This guy's pretty good sometimes. Then yeah, I'll invite those two people. I'm ready to just hunker down for the diet. And this is kind of the kickoff to election season. the real kickoff, it was over a month ago, March 20th, when Illinois had a primary. Now it's Arizona general. And then there's a mega date that I'll probably be covering it all day, honestly, on May 8th. I may do an all-day coverage. It is Indiana, Democrat Senator Joe Donnelly's up. That's the Republicans' top target. There are 3 Republicans who have raised at least $1 million. Who have raised at least $1 million to fight Joe Donnelly, but they're fighting each other in the primary to fight Joe Donnelly. In Ohio, Senator Sherrod Brown's up. This is hard. So this is going to be hard to call. I think Sherrod Brown's going to win, though. It's Ohio. And then another big one up is West Virginia. West Virginia, there are 3 Republicans fighting. It's Attorney General Patrick Morrisey. He ran an ad that said we want to blow up Washington. Evan Jenkins, he's got a lot of Trump in him, and he's a congressman. And the other one is Donald L. Blankenship. He has $1.6 billion net worth, but his problem is he was convicted in 2011, I think, in federal court in a disaster for his role in a mining disaster. It killed 29 people. And also there's North Carolina primaries. That all that is probably 3 House races. And then 15th, and then the 15th, that next week, is we have Idaho, that's Nebraska, Senator Deb Fischer's up for re-election in Nebraska. Oregon, Governor Kate Brown's up for re-election, no competitive House races. And Pennsylvania is probably the big one. There are a bunch of House seats, 6 of them up for re-election, and plus Senator Bob Casey, Democrats up. May 22nd is also semi-big. Arkansas has a lot of states, but only a couple House races. Arkansas, 1 House race that's competitive. Georgia, 1 House race. Kentucky, 1 House race. And Texas, primary runoff from all the candidates that didn't get 50%. The top 2 that didn't get 50%. Yeah, the big one for the Democrats is June 5th. If you're a Democrat, mark that on your calendar. Senate Democrat Dianne Feinstein is up for re-election. She's 84. She's getting primary challenges from the left. Also, a whopping 9 seats in the House of Representatives are competitive. And there's also a governor's race to succeed Governor Jerry Brown. Mississippi, Senator Roger Wicker's up for re-election. And now I believe there's also a primary for Cindy Hyde-Smith. Cindy Hyde-Smith, who replaced Thad Cochran after he resigned because of health issues. And then there's also Alabama, no House races that are competitive. Iowa, 2 competitive House races. Montana's a big one because they only have 1 House district. That district's competitive, and also Democratic Senator John Tester's up for re-election. New Jersey, Senator Robert Menendez, he's likely to win, but it's not certain because of that corruption charges that he faced. There are 5 competitive House races in New Jersey. And in New Mexico, Senator Martin Heydrich, his race is safe Democratic. And there's also 1 competitive House race. June 12th, Nevada. That Senate seat may determine if the Republicans can hold the Senate in November. Dean Heller's up for re-election, but he's pretty much unopposed in the primary. So, yeah. Because Danny Tarkanian dropped out and he decided to run for the House. There are a few different things. There's different people running for the House in Nevada. And so we pretty much know who the Republican and Democratic nominees are going to be for that. Maine, Senator Angus King's up for re-election. He's an independent, but he sits with the Democrats in the Senate. He is running for re-election as pretty much safe, likely by a couple people, but safe by most, and also one House race. North Dakota, Senator Heidi Heitkamp's a Democrat. She's up for re-election. Her race is pretty much a toss-up. Then there's South Carolina, not much there. Safe governor's race and some safe House seats. Virginia, Democrat Senator Tim Kaine. Everybody remembers him. He was Hillary Clinton's vice presidential choice. He's up for re-election. His race is rated likely by some and safe by others. And also 4 competitive House seats. On June 19th, we don't have much. I may not even cover June 19th. It's the Arkansas primary runoff. Probably just local elections. And then June 26th is also a pretty big date. Senator Christian Gillibrand's up for re-election. 5 House districts are competitive. And Maryland, Senator Ben Cardin's up for re-election. Also Governor Larry Hogan. So, some stuff's going on there. Start duos game real quick. Also, Utah, Orrin Hatch. He's not retiring. Orrin Hatch is retiring. Mitt Romney, the 2012 Republican presidential nominee, is expected to win. Expected to win that seat. He's running. Colorado has 1 House race on that same date, June 26th. And there's Oklahoma, the Mississippi runoff, the South Carolina runoff. And then it slows down a little bit to July 7th, for about 3 weeks till July 17th, where Alabama and North Carolina have runoffs. And, damn, I don't have anybody with me. And then July 24th again. I'm not sure if I'm going to cover it, unless it's a big House race. It's Georgia primary runoff. And August 2nd is a pretty big date. Senator Bob Corker's retiring. Governor Phil Bredesen is trying to, former governor, Democrat Phil Bredesen is trying to fill his seat, get a big pickup for the Democrats. So that's going to be big. That's going to be a big one on August 2nd. August 7th, Michigan Senator Debbie Stabenow's up for re-election. Missouri Senator Claire McCaskill's up for re-election. And there's also an Ohio House special election that date. So that's also a pretty big date. There's Kansas and Washington also. Then we get to the end of primary season, which actually ends on September 12th, Rhode Island. And then a bunch of them are just a bunch of Democratic states and local offices that are between there. Florida and Arizona are the biggest ones on August 28th. Those are the primaries. Even though I think it's pretty interesting that Rhode Island has a competitive governor's race, but their primary is the last. I mean, they do have a Senate race, but it's not rated as competitive. It's safe Democratic, and that's the only way you can rate it. Rhode Island is probably like the 5th or 6th most Democratic state in the Union. So. Polls in Arizona close 14 minutes. Stuff will start to get serious in 14 minutes. Right now, there's nothing on the race. I can't say anything. Otherwise, I may get sued. That's how seriously these people take it. I can't even say it's too close to call. I can say we will likely not call the race at exactly 9 o'clock. That's all I can say. Can't say anything about the race status until votes come in. I can repeat polling numbers. That's it. Polling numbers show less voting likely. I think the most recent poll, it's actually the only polling from the head to the Democrat up at one point, now has the Republican up by 6 heading into election day, so Republican advantage, but definitely not enough for a call. A call would be like a 50-point lead for the Republicans, or for the Democrats. That would count as a call. Oh, new grenade! The new grenades. Actually, I'm gonna drink these real quick just to get them out of my system. I don't have to hold them. New clinger grenade. I'm not gonna go out of my way to use it, but why not try something new? New Porta-4 was pretty cool. Why not try this? I really think I'm ready to move to the next spot. I got the guns. Actually take this. It's right across the frickin' lake. Okay. Not good. But that's why I have an open spot in case I hit up this one place. Storm moves fast. First circle of the game though, so. I gotta see storms from, or not storms, chest from a mile away, and I think they got looted, so. Oh no, they didn't. Easy. You're trash. I'm gonna rape this girl. Not girl. Where's this? Okay, got her. Hopefully she's not teaming with anybody. And the storm's coming, so I gotta go quickly. But actually, it's a blue gun. I'd rather blue. I don't want the pistol. I want the shotgun. And I'm good for the loadouts. Actually, I didn't hit up the chest. I might as well do it. I may get swamped by the storm, but if I could find bandages or something. Not nothing much. More AR ammo. No, I gotta go though. Was a terrible start. Upgrade on the gun, moderate. I need to find anything. Minis, bandages. Chug Jug would be the best though. Can't knock down any trees. I gotta survive the storm, because the storm only takes health, it doesn't take shield. Actually, the polls are closing in 9 minutes, so stick around. There's a lot of people on the lake usually, but I think I got something where I could build because I have the chest, which help a lot. Oh, not the chest, the traps help a lot when building. And I could toss clingers, stick him on other people's bases, and then shoot him. Great. Frick, I messed that up. Now I have to go all the way across the lake. I have to stay ahead of the storm, though. It's gonna be tough. Ah, that was not good. Oh my god, there's people! Fuck! Too many people. Oh. I couldn't afford to fight back there. It probably would have been stormed anyway. Eight minutes, boys. 8 minutes. There's no reason not to stick around. 'This is gonna be actually a real election. It's not gonna be a... Oh, we can call it. It's gonna be semi-close. It's just... If the Republican Party holds it, they may hold the House. If they lose it, the Democrats may take mostly every single seat in the House that's contested. This is a deep red district. Ed Taperney is not running as a Republican. Like Connor Lamb was pretty much running as a Republican. Okay. How do I handle this? Gotta get a gun. Common AR. Where is this guy? Do I scare him? Yep, no, that's not good. Not good. That's worth it. I didn't hold that down right. That guy played it really well. Okay, the polls are about to officially close. An official closing would be great. Just got the polls to officially close. Then we get to know what's going on. I don't have any idea. I just have poll numbers and pro ratings. Poll numbers and ratings is not much, realistically. It's a semi-decent idea of something. But poll numbers are wrong a lot of times. And there's a margin of error, so. here, I think we actually have a semi-decent candidate, even though I'm in Arizona, so that's why I think we'll win, is because we have a good candidate. Saccone was not a good candidate. Roy Moore definitely was not a good candidate, so candidate quality is big in a lot of these elections. The Trump aspect, I'll admit, the Trump aspect, it's a drag on Republicans, but God. Polling, candidate quality. If we would have run a semi-decent, not even a great candidate in Alabama, we would have won relatively easily. If we would have had one of those two state senators in the primary fighting each other, run, we probably would have won that. So, that's my take on it. It's bad candidate quality. The Republicans just nominated a Nazi, a literal neo-Nazi for Congress. Democrats have better candidate quality. That's why I think they're doing better. Conor Lamb is an Iraq War veteran. He's young, has a lot of energy. And he knows how to campaign in deeply red districts. Conor Lamb was honestly an amazing candidate. Rick Saccone was a boring old man with the boring old 60-year-old man. See, it's not just a Trump drag. It's candidate quality. I think when we get real Republicans up in November, I think we'll do a lot better when we're doing a special election. We're getting a bunch of goofballs up right now because Republicans don't have any courage. I think with Josh Hawley has very good courage to take down McCaskill. He probably, actually with the Greitens scandal, it's not looking as likely, but he may still take down McCaskill. There's 3 good Republican candidates in the state of Indiana. I think they all have a good chance of taking down the Democrat. North Dakota, a good Republican candidate, has a good chance. Montana State Auditor, not a terrible candidate. He's not grade A. He's not a grade A candidate like Secretary of the Interior Ryan Zinke would have been, but he's not terrible either. Candidate quality is going to be better in November. The people running in the House is going to be a lot of incumbents running, so they already know how to win House elections. Oh my god! Freaking RPG spawns! How did the son of these bitches get lucky? I just have to build. That's all I can do. I just need to run and get the hell out of here. I can't find anything. Yeah, I was dead. And by the way, polls closed 1 minute ago. No projections. Now I can officially say it. We already knew what it was going to be. Too early to call. The polls are officially closed. First results could come in slowly but surely. We're awaiting them. We still have more things to do. Nobody can vote anymore. And the problem with this is, it's why they close so late Central Time is is because of time zones. Arizona is 2 hours ahead of, or behind us. It's really only 7 o'clock in Arizona. Not 9 o'clock at night. But we gotta go down here and kneel it down tonight. Gotta pulls. It may take a while. But too early to call. That's all I can say right now. It's too early to call. Shotgun. Heavy shotgun. I don't know what the hell this guy was thinking. Unfortunately, I used some ammo, but I know there's a chest down here, and I'm good. Yeah, but that could be a full shield also. This gun is badass. Fires quickly, does a lot of damage, and gets kills. That's why it's badass. That one kill was kind of easy though, really. He was almost an AFK. Not quite. I'm gonna reload real quick. Oh, that freaking gun missed. I would have killed him though. I had full shields and everything. Well, hopefully I can get the V-Bucks. That's all I want really right now. Are some V-Bucks. I mean, really, one kill with a pistol would give me some V-Bucks. One kill with a pistol would give me 100 V-Bucks. Polls have been closed for about 5 minutes. Nothing yet. No precincts have counted their votes yet. So yeah, comment. Just everybody, just start leaving a bunch of comments. Start leaving a bunch of comments, people. Hey Quinn. Hey, what'd you do with that gift card that I gave you that you won? Did you go buy a movie or something, or did you put it towards a pay-per-view or something? Because I'm pretty sure you're really smart, but if you don't have a PS4, all you gotta do to use it, just go to the PlayStation Network website, make a free account. You can type in the code and you could get a lot of download probably a movie on your computer. You bought The Last of Us. You have PS4, right? Oh, PS3. Hey, Last of Us is pretty fun. I mean, it still is pretty fun. It was really fun when I played it. Okay, I gotta watch where these people go. Great. Oh shit! Need to get some wood. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Just 10 to get up here. The Dulcim stairs. Got him. Okay. Oh yeah. Now I feel really good. Where do you go to school now? I go to New Braunfels High School. So is it true that Uncle Andy's leaving, Quinn? Clayton told me that last night. Okay, that's one of them. I don't know why that idiot didn't use. I don't know why that is. Okay. So he's actually not leaving. Oh, that was actually a rumor? Okay, was it? And did Dr. Friesenhahn get... Friesenhahn, yeah, I heard. I mean, storing porn on your phone at a Catholic school is a big no-no. I got him, okay. It's gonna take a little while to pop this stuff to get any kind of health. Loot. That was good. Oh, clean. These are new grenades. These are like probably the only grenades I'll pick up because they're new and they just came out this morning, so everything deserves a chance. I'll give these clinger grenades one. A little bit of health would be nice. Ammo. A little bit would be nice. Hopefully there's something here. Shotgun. Hold these. Hunting rifle. I don't want that. Nothing here. Let's move. Nothing yet from the special election. These people are slow. It's been 10 minutes and I can't report anybody who voted. I know probably 250,000 people voted in this race. I can't report any numbers to where I can make an educated guess or call. They don't have any exit polling or anything. Well, they probably do on like CNN. I don't have access to exit polls. You know what, I'll check CNN right now, see if they may have called it based on it being a decently sized Republican district. Oh my god. Checking CNN. Good kill, boy. Good kill. I'm actually gonna check right now. See if anything's going on in this election. I'll probably also check Fox News later in the night if they don't report anything, but for panic. I could understand it takes more than 15 minutes to count 500 ballots. I thought they had a machine. You know what? This game. I heard a rumor that Tilted's being destroyed tomorrow, so with potentially it could be the last day of Tilted, why not go and get killed immediately? Go Tilted. Okay, oh shit. Yeah, I gotta go. Oh shit, now I just called my gas. See, that's what happens at Tilted. You get scared of other players, and there were like 3 people landing on that tower. I tried to get off, but I hit the landing and died. Results are coming soon. My projection could come soon. Okay, we actually got some major move. We got some insanely major news. Like some of the biggest legitimate news. Calexit has gotten the go-ahead. So now it just has to gather what are the signature numbers and holy shit. California, now I'm actually starting to believe it's a possibility that California may secede from the Union. They just got signatures. Now all they have to do is grab signatures. Which I think is very possible they could get the signatures. They may be on the ballot in 2020. Huge news, they got to go. That's gonna be tough, since I don't know if California wants to fight a war with the United States of America. So we may be firing nuclear bombs on California, where we actually store a lot of our weapons. We have weapons in California. So California may take the US's nukes that they're storing there, fire them on DC. We could have a war. If you know some people don't like it at the US military, at the Pentagon doesn't like it, this could be bad. I don't know if it's gonna pass or not, but the fact that it's even getting on the ballot is nowhere near good. It's major though. We have to. Brewer News Network has to report it. That we may have to be in a war with freaking California. Actually, I heard a glitch where the eyes will turn red. No, doesn't work. Llama, yay. I'll get my materials back from the llama, so. Hey viewer, did you hear the major news? California, Calexit has just been cleared. So we could see a civil war between the US and California. Because California wants to leave the United States. It just got cleared like a few minutes ago by the Secretary of State. Okay, got bullets and material, I'm great. And full shield. I wish I had a slightly better gun, but okay, that doesn't matter. Llamas are badass anyway. Got 3 traps. Got all the wood in the world. So, civil war could be upon us. I thought there could be a possible race war coming, but now we could have armies fighting against each other. And I wouldn't be surprised if states to the north, again, they're pretty progressive, but they got enough conservatives on. They got enough Republicans in Oregon to strike it down. But if maybe like Washington or Nevada is a swing state, they wouldn't take it up, but like Washington took up Calexit, and if they can combine over, take over Oregon, then there's a bunch of open territory to the west that doesn't have many people. This is not good. Calexit's not good. I'm not saying the rebels have a chance to win, because we have nuclear bombs, but it could be, we can make it deadly and costly. So. But I think we should just let California go with all the money they cost taxpayers, and they're refusing to cooperate with immigration. They're pardoning illegals who commit violent crimes for political. I think we should let them go. Let them leave the Union. But now, let's see what the California voters think of it. I guess the only logical thing to say is... the only thing to do is just wait on the California voters in 2020. Hopefully it doesn't pass, because 2020 I'll be nearing age 18, and it'd probably be enacted around January. I'll be 18 in January. So yeah, I may get drafted to fight in a war for California, a state that I don't really even want to be in the Union. They may have to institute a draft for this. This is bad. So, this could be consequential to American history. We saw what happened. We've all read a history book. We've seen what happened when South Carolina seceded 1860. Hopefully some stuff happens. Hopefully, like, a new civil war doesn't happen with California. What the fuck? Is there a glitch here? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't think it'll pass, because if they're gonna have any trouble getting 150,000 signatures, there's gonna be like 20 million voters in California. I don't think they'll get people to vote for it. It'd probably take 60%, not even 51. And California's about 62% Democrat, so you'd have to get every Democrat in that state pretty much to vote for it. Because the Republicans are going to vote no, because a lot of them like Trump. Still, yeah. It's going to be vetoed by the Republicans. It'll be I think that it'll win with the Democrats, like get more than 50% of Democrats, but not more than 50% of California. They may even get the supermajority, which is 60. But it won't get 60% with the whole state. That's pretty impossible. I think it's just big that they're even putting something like that on the ballot. Like, I don't think the liberals at the Young Turks who live in California will vote for it. But I don't know, they're really progressive. They may do something to try to spark Trump to go crazy. But they may promote it on the Young Turks. I don't know. Alright, who knows? The Young Turks take anything and make it into a video, so this stream may become a video of them making fun of me. Which then I'd file a community guidelines strike, and I'd put a strike on the Young Turks, and I'd get probably some money. come right in the middle of the circle. Yeah, they got their attention on there. Oh my god, where is this guy? Yep. Okay, I'm probably just gonna start on the election now. It's been a little while. So the articles pretty much are gonna start collecting signatures. I'm gonna go downstairs, probably just get some water for tonight. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. I'll still leave the stream on. So collects it to the news I got from my parents is collects it. Well, it's probably not gonna happen, but he won't even hypothesize. That's the problem. Because something's on the ballot. It's like, what if this actually wins? That's the problem with these things getting on the ballot is. Let's see what LT has any vote. It's just you have to, I mean, it's a little bit ridiculous to hypothesize, but if something... I mean, I think it has less of a chance of passing than personhood does. Actually, honestly, I think it has a better chance passing than personhood. Which is pretty much an abortion law. Anti-abortion law. That said that fetuses are people. So, yeah. So, that's the biggest report so far. No results, but we do have the report of...
I'm good at this game.
Of California could leave the United States.
Who are you talking to?
I'm doing a live stream right now. There's actually an election going on right now. It's some major news just came in. Do you live in California by any chance?
No, dude.
Do you know anybody that lives in California?
It's my friend.
Okay, well they can know. Well, possibly by 2020. There's news that actually came in. They got cleared to collect signatures to leave the United States. So California could be So California can no longer be a state by 2020.
Really?
It's honestly a long shot though of it actually happening. Because I think they have to have 60% of people vote yes, which is hard to do. But it is something to worry about that if something like that actually does happen. I need to get this gold sniper. Not. Okay, I got the gold sniper somehow. Oh my god! How are there pop-ups? Oh my god. Shoot him down, somebody. Yeah. I actually think results may come in. LTE's on. You know what, I'm not gonna let this slurp go untouched. I'm actually gonna get 2 open spots. Okay, hush. I'm tired, but honestly, I'm really tired, but hopefully this freaking goes by quickly and I don't pass out waiting for results. Cause that's what they've been doing to me. That's what fucking Arizona's been doing to me. Arizona might just prove you can beat the money though. Hope to call it by, 11 o'clock at night. But whatever. Cause it's 11 o'clock at night, it's not like, I mean it's late, but it's not like the point of insanity where I can't get up in the morning, especially when I took a nap this afternoon, so. I can probably just go to bed now if I really wanted to, but. I honestly just really want to fall asleep right now. But yeah. I don't know, should I just do some soft music or something until I'll take a 15-minute nap or so. After this game, I'll take a 15-minute, power nap. I'm honestly gonna. Oh my god, no. That just ruined the plans. What I'll do is I'm gonna take a 15-minute. Well, I'm gonna lay down for 15 minutes, close my eyes, and then. Hello, Master Alden. Unfortunately, I don't have a webcam. I'm covering the Arizona special election, but unfortunately, the vote isn't in yet, so I'm really just waiting. I was taking about a 15-minute power nap, then I realized you were in, so I just have it on Fortnite for now. But votes are gonna come in soon. The Arizona special election will be covered. I think one more game though is appropriate. I think that 10-minute time frame is reasonable. That's around, they say they're expecting the first votes in 10 minutes. So don't leave, it'll only take 10 minutes. I'll just do some background gameplay. Unless you have like some background music you can leave me, which I would totally support. Oh. So. I'm not sure if that tilted thing's the worst idea I've ever heard. I'm not in Arizona, no, but I do have access to the results, and this is actually a U.S. House race, so the Democrats only need 24, so if they could, well, 23 now. We've been hearing 24 until they picked up Pennsylvania, but they only need 23, so if they could pick up 1 or 2 in special elections, it's really big. So that's why I'm covering it, because if they can pick this up, they're going to pick the House up without even any effort if they can win this. But I'm not in Arizona, but I will be actually in my home state, maybe actually covering at the polls May 22nd for the Texas runoff. My congressional candidate, who I really hope wins, is named Chip Roy. Sent a runoff against Matt McCall, who's challenging incumbent before and lost. So, yeah. But I do have access to the votes. So. It's not the hardest to call. This is a hard to call. So, votes are coming in 5 minutes. Hopefully I can call a winner in the next 30-40 minutes. Lesko's favored, but I have no information on how it's going. I don't have access, unfortunately, to call up the campaigns and say, how do you feel? But I heard like I'm honestly, I'll just say it, I'm a personal Republican. Oh. I do feel confident based on the Democrats' language today, because they said they're taking a victory no matter what tonight, and Teperney worked hard and all that. Well, I do feel confident that we'll win the vote count based on language like that. So 5 minutes left. So votes, they'll be coming in soon. 5 minutes. Hopefully, I think it's will be one of those where they took forever to start coming in, but then they'll come in like, a, I can roll this Chapman fastball. I think it'll be one of those, but they just come in quickly, but you have to wait a while to get them. So, yeah. That's at least what I hope, so I can get to bed. We've got viewers coming in. And we got our first results, actually. Debbie Lesko leads by 6 points early, 53-47. Votes are in. Less than 1% reporting, it's still early. What do I think about Kamala Harris? I don't really know much about her. I just know she's a senator from California. She was the attorney general. I think she's a solid candidate and might be able to beat Trump in 2020 if she runs, but honestly, I'm not going to say anything about the Democratic field because the field will be so jam-packed. I think the Dems will spend so much money dirtying up each other that Trump can just sit back unless he gets a challenger. But they'll spend so much money dirtying up each other, they'll be out of money before the general election. That's honestly what I think about it. She's a good candidate, but the Democratic primary is going to be overcrowded in 2020. And there could even be a contested convention. Shut up. Why do you want me to shut up? What? I mean... Do I think Trump will have trouble running in the 2020 Republican primary? I don't think Jeff Flake has the balls to run against him. I think he's just a talker. Mitt Romney, he's joining the U.S. Senate. I think he'll like being a senator. I think he'll get it. There may be like some people that we've never heard of run against him, but I don't think Trump will have problems with the 2020 primary. I think he'll get it. I don't think anybody in the Republican primary could honestly primary the President of the United States. Yeah, Jeff Flake needs to fuck off. I actually love that. My God. I'm not supposed to use that kind of language on election night, but that's actually pretty funny. Oh my God. Jeff Flake needs to flake the fuck off. Okay. He needs to go home. And yeah. I'm not a big Jeff Flake fan either. A little sorry for the language. That's fine. I don't have many 10-year-olds watching this. I just had to, lol. I actually love it. I'm personally fine with it. I just don't want any community guideline stuff on me. But the one who I think will be semi-interesting, I'm not a fan of him. You don't think Trump makes it in 2020? Well, I think the party gets so wiped out in 2018, but I think the base. Do I watch Ben Shapiro? Yeah, I watch him some, but yeah, I know who he is, and he's pretty entertaining, yes. I thought his fight with Piers Morgan was the best, though, even though Alex Jones is slightly funnier in my opinion. Oh yeah, Louder with Crowder, yeah, I know exactly what that is. I like how Crowder has the balls to go onto college campuses and actually fight with these crazy liberals. I actually love that. Steven Crowder. He's very entertaining. I honestly, would I recommend Alex Jones? I mean, he could be really offensive if you. That's my teammate. I know, that was my mistake. There were a bunch of people racing me though, so I thought I actually had some trouble. I just killed one person, so. And now I'm probably gonna die here. I have to just hold down here. And we still have no other votes in other than, honestly, I can assume that's early voting because there's no precincts in, but we have early voting in, and Lesko has a 5-point lead, and Democrats are about voting early, so I can't project, but I say Lesko has a huge advantage if the Republican actually wins early vote. Because that is like Democrats' big thing, is to get out and vote early. So if the Republicans are winning with the Democrat signature thing, I say it's going to be a good night. But I can't say anything else. Maybe the Republicans are about to vote early in that district. I don't know much about it. I just know it's right as likely Republicans. It's too early to call. Republicans definitely have an early advantage. Democrats usually have the big lead early because that's their main thing, but when can I get more? That was 155,000 votes, so there may not be much more left to come in. It may have been mostly early vote. Honestly, I think it's mostly early vote. Okay, I see shots coming. That guy's dead. Ah, he made him run. Okay, we have a major projection. Major. Republican Debbie Lesko has won the election. Al Gore 2020. That's hard. I mean, I think he could beat Donald Trump, honestly. He's a moderate Democrat from the South. He may be even able to win Tennessee, because Bill Bredeson's probably going to win that Tennessee Senate race. Al Gore 2020. That's hard because he would beat Trump, but he would have been out of politics for 20 years. And I don't know if he has name recognition with younger voters. So, that's my view on it. But the major projections, Debbie Lesko's won the election. Jimmy Carter 2020. Theoretically, he can run, but no. Just definitely not. He's been former president for 30 years. He's way too conservative for the new Democratic Party. Oh my god. I just messed that up. Goodbye. Can you actually throw me some real candidates? I'm actually really about to end this stream. I mean, we only have 1% of the vote in, but the Republican actually won the election already. I was saying, if AP says it, the New York Times will not screw up, so I'm probably streaming for just another 10 minutes. But Debbie Lesko won the election. Yeah. Nancy Pelosi. She'll probably be the House Speaker. So, really, does she have a chance? I don't think she has a chance against Trump. She's more unpopular than Trump. She's a liberal from the coast. She doesn't have swing state appeal. She's old. Like, she'll be like 80 in 2020. I don't know if the Democrats want to do that. Nancy Pelosi won't make it through a primary, and I don't think she'll run anyway. Any other candidates that you want me to talk about that are real candidates? Yes. Honestly, 5 more minutes is left in the stream. 5 more minutes. Joe Kennedy, he's actually said no to running. And honestly, you may have not been following, but we just had a Kennedy get his ass whooped in Illinois. Christopher G. Kennedy. I believe that's the younger Kennedy's uncle, so I'm not hyping. America may be tired of dynasties. So, younger Kennedy. Well, it may seem attractive at the surface. I don't really think so. Joe Kennedy III. Jimmy Kimmel. He would get his clock clean. He's a corporate elitist, but he won't run. He'll just yammer his mouth about Sean Hannity. Jimmy Kimmel. Any other? The young Kennedy, Joe Kennedy III, wasn't too bad of one. Can you give me some like challenge, some serious people that are challenging? Sean Hannity is a big fan of Trump, but I don't know. That would be a weird election. Sean Hannity versus Kimmel. Honestly, probably Kimmel would win. As much as I hate to say it, Kimmel would probably beat Sean Hannity. Hannity's Ted Cruz versus Trump. Ted Cruz is actually an ally of the president, but if something went wrong in the president's party, that's personally the nominee I would choose. Maybe Marco Rubio, but Ted Cruz. If he's the nominee in 2020, all hell's broken loose and the Republicans don't have a chance in hell of winning. But maybe 2024, if the Democrat wins, it's possible. So, Ted Cruz down the future could be president of the United States in the future, but I'm not sure about now. Bernie, that's a good challenge. I actually made a video about Trump versus Bernie. Bernie would take back the true blue Rust Belt, Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and then Trump would hold all the other swing states. Bernie would win narrowly, but he would win. He's actually not doing as well in polls against the president as you might think. Joe Biden's actually the best one again in current polling right now. But that's a pretty good candidate. More Democrats. I'm gonna run this stream for 3 more minutes. Tim Kaine, he's a nut. He'd get his clock cleaned. Don't even have to think about that one. He's not running. He's running for re-election in the Senate seat. All that. Oprah, she's actually beating Trump in polls, but she made Barack Obama. But again, just the idea of having Oprah Winfrey as president of the United States, Jerry Brown would get his clock cleaned. because when you're pardoning illegals for doing gross stuff they don't even want to bring up on stream because they get community guideline strike for a political stunt. Jerry Brown goes clock clean. Cory Booker's an interesting one, again, because Cory Booker's just interesting because he's African American like Obama, but I think he's so far left that he can't pull in any moderates. That's the problem I see with Cory Booker. I mean, Bernie, he doesn't have that same appeal that Bernie does, but maybe he could get 95%. Elizabeth Warren, I don't think she's running. Here's why. Because she just recently said that if re-elected to her Senate seat, she'll serve out the whole term, and she's up in 2018, so pretty much if she's re-elected, she can't run till 2024. That's what she said. Mark Zuckerberg, young liberal, he has infinite dollars, but I don't think he could appeal to anybody outside of the liberal West Coast. I'll run the stream for 3 more minutes. Sherrod, he has Ohio, but Sherrod might be able to win Ohio, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, but I'm not sure he could do well anywhere else. Like, Sherrod could possibly win, but it would be narrow. He's pretty progressive, though. Cuomo, he's a corporatist. He's a big corporatist liberal. That's not good. Cuomo's corporatist liberal, doesn't have swing state to help him. Deval Patrick, wasn't he like former governor of Massachusetts? I think that's who you're referring to. Maybe. He's been out of office though for a while, so yeah. I think Deval Patrick, I don't really know much about him, so I'm not going to comment until I know something about him. Howard Schultz, I don't even know who that is. I'm gonna Google him though. Barack Obama. He would beat Trump in 2020, but we all know the problem with that. He's term limited. Howard Schultz is a rich businessman, but not as rich as Trump. So, Hillary, we get her clock clean. I made a video about that. America's tired of the Clintons. Just give me 2 more, then I'll end the stream. 2 more people. Alright guys, with the results in, Debbie Lesko is the projected winner. Although I think it's a good time to end the stream. Drop a like, leave a comment, and peace out. The next primary date is May 8th, which I'll be covering a lot more heavier. Chelsea Clinton, again, that'd be crazy. Thank you, Obama. Please come back May 8th for the coverage.